Ryan Tannehill speaking to the media for the first time since the playoff one and done in the divisional playoff round loss to Cincinnati, in which he said he went to a dark place. He needed therapy to get through all of that. And then spoke about the drafting of Malik Willis in the third round, said that the team didn't give him a heads up, but he did text the kid to say, welcome to the team. But in terms of from here on out, Willis is essentially on his own.
In a quarterback room, in the same room, we're competing against each other. We're watching the same tape. We're doing the same drills. I don't think it's my job to mentor him, but if he learns from me along the way, then that's a great thing.
So I said, I hear you. I kind of understand why you'd be like, hey, kid, you can follow me or see what I'm doing. But other than that, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, did you get that? Hey, you understand? This is how you got to get up to speed. And I don't know if that even means if Tannehill's going to see something that's correctable and say nothing just so he falls on his face. But in terms of him going out of his way, it looks like that won't happen. And I said I can kind of understand that. So, of course, it takes Kurt Warner to make me feel ashamed. Kurt tweeted out, I will never understand the I'm not here to mentor the next guy mentality. So for all you young quarterbacks that need a mentor, DM me, and I'll be that guy. Happy to help in any way that I can. And he followed up by basically saying that, because people kept tweeting back at him, over 100,000 likes to that tweet as well, saying, hey, you're helping a guy replace you. Like, why would you do that? And he's like, maybe I'm from a different world, but I will help the guy be the best he can be, and I want to beat him at his best. Same way that I want to beat the other teams at their best. I want to beat the guy in my competition in my own quarterback room to be at his best. So he goes, maybe I'm just wired differently. So believe it or not, somebody actually trolled back at Kurt and said, teach them how to bag paper and plastic. To which Kurt responded, yep, even there, I'd be down to helping every grocery stocker / bagger be their best.
Kurt's the best. Fantastic.
Bravo.
I love Kurt.
Of course, the hard-bitten asshole over there says, get it. I totally understand the approach of like, you know what, I don't want to help the guy take my job. I understand.
But it's also
that.
not Ryan's job. Ryan's job is to be the quarterback of the Titans, win as many games as possible, win the Super Bowl.
But I don't know if anybody's saying, is that part of your job? It's like it's not his job to do that. And Kurt is taking the approach of like, hey, he can do both. Like you can multitask to do both. Like you can get ready. You can get ready for your home opener against fill in the blank while also taking the 5 minutes to say, hey, did you get that? You can actually help him get through what he needs to do to prepare.
But I don't think Ryan Tannehill's going out of his way to say, I'm not going to do that.
But he just said
Do you think that's
mentoring
by just being like, hey, did you get that? That's not mentoring.
That is. That's the very definition of mentoring.
I disagree.
Yeah.
That just sounds bitter, whether he means it or not. It just...
Mike Talman coming up in hour number 2. Maybe we'll ask him what he thinks the role should be for Kenny Pickett.
Bottom line is if you're like teaching someone and you're afraid to teach them, that means you don't think you're good.
Yeah.
I'll teach anyone to do what I do because I know I'm really good at what I do. I'm not scared you're going to take my job.
But Mike, there are also people in your business who purposely
they undercut you.
Yeah, and then don't teach you the full way, so they're always needed.
And that's the problem. Job security.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill's job security as a quarterback's not. He should just show the kid what you got to do it.
I had a situation here. You guys are well aware of it with when AT&T was still here, and I was getting let go from the position I had, and they were telling me that I was getting fired and I had to train my replacement. I had to sit back there and train a kid to take over my job. And I was mad about it, of course, but I did it and I showed them everything I did and how I did it because ultimately I looked at it like if I didn't, that would hurt the show and hurt you guys. And that wasn't, where my anger lied. So yeah, I happened to show him everything that I know.
Where you are.
Yeah. I mean, but it's nothing was I mad? You guys know I was mad about it, but yeah. But yeah, I'm I'll show you what I do, how I do it, when I post, how I post, what Rich likes, what might, and so I did it. But, I guess it's a completely different situation. But still, you're mentoring, you're teaching someone to come over and take your job.
Yeah, that person also has to want it. They have to ask you questions.
True.
It's not up to you to be like, hey, did you get that? It's up to him to be like, hey, what about this? What about this? What about this?
Well,
That's
I
true,
mean,
too.
again, I think we take things in this world to be so extreme. We're used to extremes. We're not used to nuance. We're not used to middle ground anymore in this world. Certainly when you see something in the palm of your hand and it's cut up in 17 seconds as a soundbite, that the concept is Malik Willis needs, to grow. He needs to mature. Right. He needs to understand what it means to be a pro and pro offense and everything like that. And who better to teach him that than the quarterback? Are you going to teach him that? Well, no, it's not my job to mentor him. Doesn't mean that if Malik Willis asks him a question, he's going to say, no. Nunya.
Yeah, exactly.
The play is called Nunya.
Pound sand.
Yeah. You know what?
Hey, Rook, give me donuts.
Bofa on two. That's not what he's going to say to him.
Right.
But so when he's asked first blush, in a press conference, his answer is not my job to do that. There may be a nice middle gray area here. And Kurt Warner, back in the day, had a lot of competition with paper or plastic, as we just heard. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.